so typical. Body overdoing this, that's so typical. Turn like a god, that's so typical. And he's still more of this, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a it's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, the second of two on this Wild Card Saturday. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on EA Sports. Bo Melton on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here. Hey, what's that? Hey, dip right, dip right.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
A loss of a yard.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
What's that? Hey, what's that? Five.
May to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Seattle. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A handoff, running left is Walker. Now trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's in! Elijah Arroyo! Touchdown, Seattle! And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
To kick off for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Crazy, crazy. Here goes that. What's up? Crazy, 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 crazy. 5.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
It's crazy, crazy. 5.
On 3rd and long, here's May. This one deep and looking for Melton. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Michael Dixon.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
Easy, 53.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jahdae Barron is there to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hands. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On first down, it's Hurts. On the run to the right. He runs with it. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now this looks like a design run. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 21.
They get 21 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Second and 10. Here's Hurts. Forced out left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll get into the end zone. Highland Branson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Melton now to return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Crazy. Crazy.
Made out on 1st and 10. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after drop from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Eagles 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Miami.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. John A. Barron is there to make the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Good try. Diddy, what's up? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
To throw on 1st down is May. This will be incomplete. Elijah Arroyo is the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Crazy, crazy.
Working out of the gun, it's May. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught! And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score! 72 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead.
Eagles 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll go up here. First and 10.
A gain of 14.
Hurts.
First down.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 33, here's second and 9. Now Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Braden Fisk. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up third and long.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they had a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Man in motion is Smith. Third and long for Hurts. He airs this one out looking for Mechie. And on first down, that ball incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target. And now it's fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Melton now to return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Got room at the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Five. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one's good for 26 yards.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, what's up?
They run with Walker. Big opening up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks.
It's not often in the NFL like that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executed by the offensive line and all your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hands than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The kick is good. Next to score, Seahawks 28, Eagles 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
On play action, here's Hurts, exiting the pocket right. Oh, he thought he had a man across the field, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 6.
Five. Turn, what's up? Hey, it was crazy.
Out of the gun, here's May. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's that?
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. What a standout performance early on in this one. That is 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Down the left sideline. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Eagles 17.
Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the fourth quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
Ahead for about 4 yards. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Open receiver is Bo Melton. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
A big play for Seattle. And even 30 yards.
First and 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
We go, boys. Hey, what's that? Hey, let's push it in here, baby. Combo.
Off the play fake, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, sit up. Here we go, right. Hey, what's that?
Here's a handoff to Walker. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Hey, five.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And it'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Parker. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And that is incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Hurts will try it again. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Again, Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
2 yards.
Hurts finding Smith, and an eagle. 1st down.
A 56-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 2 scores.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts working in the pistol. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. A pistol snap back to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
First and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On play action. Boye Muffin in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Again, working deep downfield. His offense is going to be all set up with a to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep the score right where it is.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9.
You're gonna sit up. Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Working out of the gun, it's May. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Third and 9.
Crazy, crazy. What's that? It's 5. Crazy, 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 crazy.
To throw now, May. That is caught. He finds Walker. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Walker. And he's got another one. And it's Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Now the point after drop from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
42, Eagles 20. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision. As this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Barkley. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. DeMarcus Lawrence, they're on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd and short, they go option left. Barkley's got the first down and more. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And now, after the big play, going to cut that celebration short, because they're going to stay out and go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Melton now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? We working up the wide receiver. We working. Undercrush. Hey, dip right.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll push forward for about a yard. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
What's that? Hey, what's that? 5.
Here's May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's scooting out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Expect some pressure now. They may try to heat us up.
They'll run here with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
I'm going. Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs. on EA Sports. Second and a yard.
Hey, here goes 30. Flare.
Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
3rd and 2. Here we go. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, what's that?
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
What's up? Crazy. Hey, 5. Crazy.
To throw is May. That's taken in by Horton. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8 yards.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Hey, what's that?
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
They'll run right. Here's Walker. The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here goes that.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 12-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now give to Walker, running right, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down.
Hey, what's that? Hey, come out with me.
We'll try and run it with Walker. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. Right side, brought in by Brown.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. To the air again. Hurts. Caught by Saquon. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
First down.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Hurts again. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Eagles 35.
Looking to double up here to score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Hey, dip right, dip right.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Five.
They'll drop to throw. That's dropped off for Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Seattle.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28.